The biggest mistake you can make at a car dealership is answering one simple question. How much can you afford every single month? It sounds harmless, but the second you answer it, you've handed control of the negotiation to the dealership. And from that point on, you're no longer buying a car, you're buying a car payment. I spent 20 plus years working at 3 separate dealerships, and the smart buyers, they usually do a field trip throughout the entire company to satisfy their investment requirement. And that's what it is, the second largest one-time investment other than buying a house. So I'm going to share some of what I know during my time working there. Most buyers think they're negotiating a great deal because the monthly payment fits their budget. That's exactly what many dealers want you to focus on. The Federal Trade Commission says buyers should compare the total out-the-door price, financing costs, APR, and loan length, not just the monthly payment. A low payment can simply mean a longer loan with much higher interest. Today, I'm going to try to show you how to take back control before you end up spending thousands of dollars more than you needed to. Before we get started, tell me in the comments, what's the first thing you negotiate, the monthly payment or the price of the vehicle? Let's see how many people know the answer to that question. And here's how this actually works. You find the vehicle you've been searching for. The test drive goes well. You already picture your vehicle sitting in your driveway or the parking spot you pay a monthly premium for. Condos and apartments, they dominate most major cities these days. Then the salesperson asks, what monthly payment are you most comfortable with? A lot of people will answer immediately, 700, 800, 900. The negotiation just changed. Instead of talking about the vehicle price, you're talking about fitting numbers into your budget. That gives the finance office several ways to reach your payment. They can extend the loan, adjust the interest rate, roll fees into the financing, add products you didn't ask for. Your payment stays close to what you wanted, and your total cost keeps climbing. The CFPB says buyers should pay attention to the vehicle price, APR, loan term, finance charges, and add-ons because every one of those affects how much you actually pay. So here's a better strategy. Never negotiate payment first. Negotiate the vehicle price first. When someone asks what payment you're looking for, politely redirect the conversation. Just say to them, I'm focused on the out-the-door price first. And that will keep the discussion where it belongs. Next, don't spend your Saturday or any of your off days driving across town hoping to find a better deal. Do the work from home. Pick the exact model, the trim, the options, the color, then contact several dealerships. Ask every one of them for their best out-the-door price in writing. The FTC recommends getting that number before visiting the dealership because it makes offers much easier to compare and it helps you spot unwanted fees. Now, something many buyers are going to overlook, emotion costs money. The moment you convince yourself there's only one vehicle you'll accept, your leverage disappears. There's another one, maybe across town, maybe in another city. Act like you're willing to leave because you should be. Walking away is one of the strongest tools you have. And here's another point. People love saying the end of the month is always the best time to buy. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Sales targets can influence negotiations, but there is no guarantee every dealer will suddenly lower the price. You have to treat it like an opportunity, not a rule. Oh, let's talk about financing. Before you visit a dealership, check with your bank or your credit union. Get pre-approved. The FTC highly recommends shopping financing before you shop for the vehicle. Then compare the dealer's offer against what you've already secured. If the dealer beats it, it's great. If not, you already have another option. Now, we're going to be talking about the finance office, and this is where buyers often spend another few $1,000s. You have extended warranties, paid protection, wheel protection, inferior protection. The list keeps growing. Some products can make sense. Many buyers, they never use them. Ask yourself one question. If this wasn't offered today, would I need to come back tomorrow and buy it? If the answer is no, you already know what to do. And here's another mistake. People only compare monthly payments. Don't do that. Compare the total amount you'll pay from the first payment to the last payment. A 7-year loan usually lowers your monthly payment. It also means paying interest for another 2 years compared to a 5-year loan. The FTC warns that longer loans, they often cost much more overall and increase the chances you'll owe more than the vehicle is actually worth. And buying a vehicle isn't about winning the conversation. It's about making smart decisions before you ever sign the paperwork. The dealership asks about your monthly payment for a reason. You don't have to answer that question first. Focus on the vehicle price. Compare the financing, know your numbers, be willing to leave. The buyer who keeps their emotions under control, they usually leave with a better deal. And that can save you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. In the end, the salesman always gets his or her commission, and the dealership will always find a way to make a profit. The difference will be you and how much they will make. If you want more videos like this, increase the likes on this video and subscribe. Share it. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. The links are in the description box below. Stay sharp, stay educated, and I'll catch you in the next one.